Starting live over the Ottawa River. Capitol View, kind of on the northern tip of Rockcliffe Park. We're going to start our e-bike ride here. We've got our trusty steed here. Got a specialized hard rock on 29-inch wheels, e-bike BC kit, 500 watt front hub. Goes pretty good. So yeah, this is a beautiful view overlooking the Ottawa River. My apologies if it's a bit windy. I got my little wind muff on, but hopefully that mitigates things a little bit. Beautiful view. I like this one. Goes way down. We're like maybe 100 feet, 100 and something feet above the water right now, like overlooking a cliff. There's an ice fisherman way over there. Yeah, it's a little signboard about where we are. Yeah. You know, the capital region covers over 4,600 square kilometers. Isn't that nuts? So that's the Gatineau shore. I didn't know this. So the city, the river, and the nearby parks are all named for Nicholas Gastineau instead of Gatineau, an early fur trader. Interesting. What else we got here? This Lady Aberdeen's close call. In 1896, Lady Aberdeen, wife of Canada's Governor General, nearly drowned on the far shore. She had taken the ferry from here for a spring outing, but her ponies slipped, overturning her carriage into the icy Gatineau River. The ponies were swept away, but Lady Aberdeen held on until help came. In thanks for her rescue, she donated a bell to Saint Francois de Sales Church. The bell is still there today. Interesting. And so yeah, Lime Lake Park. So that expanse over there, it's really cool. It's lots of bike paths and the casinos over there, like Lac Lime Casino, and it's NCC, so it's all kind of protected. So that's the park. And yeah, beneath these forests, archaeologists have found pottery, arrowheads, and other Aboriginal artifacts dating back thousands of years. That's pretty neat. So yeah, this is like a crossroads. You have like the Rideau River, where just to the left here, where we saw the ice blasting, and where that bridge is the Gatineau River, and that goes way up towards, like, you know, Gracefield, Maniwaki, up that way. And then this is the Ottawa River right in front of us, and this goes down like towards like Montreal and up towards, if you go left, you go to like Petawawa and up past like Algonquin Park. But you can see, I don't know, there's tons of ice fishermen way on the ice, way down there. But let's go for a ride, guys. Let's do it. So we're gonna go up. We're gonna go try to make it to Orleans. Try being the imperative word. Thank you for joining me today. Much appreciated. Hopefully we don't crash. Let's not jinx ourselves, but let's do it. All right, beautiful day. Another one, just a golden day. Okay, I gotta hold this on my left hand. I'm left-handed, so I got that advantage. But all right, on y va. I won't go like crazy fast. I'll try to keep the wind noise to the minimum for you guys. Oh, how about that? My e-bike turned off because I left it too long. We'll pull over up here and I'll turn all that stuff on. Technical difficulties. So yeah, this is the American ambassador's residence. Pretty nice view. A couple really nice prestigious properties overlooking the this escarpment, I guess. And yeah, like there's I believe a residence for the Vatican of some sort. I think it's one of the larger properties in Rockcliffe. Yeah, we gotta watch. Potholes are nuts. Oh my god. they'll swallow your car. Alright. And this one's nice too. I got the pedal assist on it. I don't want pedal assist 5. That's too much. So yeah. So hopefully there's a town by the river, a really nice path, and hopefully it's been like kind of well treaded and we can go for a rip along it. If not, just ripping along the parkway should be kind of interesting too. Nonetheless, come for a ride. Hope you enjoy. Glad to have you along, as always. So yeah, this is overlooking the Ottawa here. This is like kind of what would it be? See, I always call it River Parkway. I know that's not the proper name for it. So this is coming up is Acacia Avenue. It's a road that leads into Rockcliffe. Big houses, very affluent area in Ottawa. Yeah, that's a Kettle Island, I believe. Be interesting to see this at night. There's a huge grow operation, a legal one. Hexo is the company, and they have, I don't know why they do it this way, but they have so much light that escapes the top of their greenhouses that it completely illuminates the night sky. So it's quite, I don't know, it's quite a lot of light pollution, a lot of big waste of photons if you ask me. But yeah, that's one thing. And then we have, this is like a tennis club, a New Edinburgh Tennis Club, I believe, in here. So hopefully just ahead we can get onto the path. That'd be pretty sweet. So yeah. Don't play much tennis myself, but this is a nice park. Lots of big trees. Kind of looks like an access there. We'll go from the parking lot though. We'll play it safe. Yeah, beautiful day for a bike ride. It's about, I would say, -1 Celsius, roughly. Yeah, really happy with this e-bike. It's really, I haven't taken it on any crazy long journeys or anything, but overall, I must say I'm pretty impressed. I love regular pedal bikes, don't get me wrong, but this one came to me through a trade. Years and years ago, when I was doing a lot of tree work, I managed to section and save some walnut wood and butternut wood, and I chainsaw milled some nice slabs out of them, and just stacked them and air dried them for almost 7 years. I had big visions for it, like those river tables with all the epoxy resin. I really wanted to do that, and just time, space. Epoxy is expensive as all. It's expensive stuff. Yeah, and to do a big table, it costs you like just hundreds of dollars in material alone. So you really have to commit to it. It's really got to be a big hobby. So anywho, this guy on Kijiji had this e-bike up, and I was like, "Oh, that's a nice bike." Like, I'm a big guy. I'm 6'5", so I need a pretty big bike, and this thing is extra large, 29-inch wheels, which means you can roll over things very easily, and it really absorbs like potholes, and it's nice on the spine when you start getting a bit older. And yeah, so yeah, I looked at his profile, and he had some river tables, and I was like, oh, I'm like, maybe I'll just throw it out as a trade if he wanted to trade some slabs for the bike. And yeah, I contacted him, and we got to talking, and yeah, it turned into a deal. So let's see. There's some ice, so it might be a little sketch. Woo! I have studded tires, but not on my bike. Good spot for them, eh? Okay, so how do you get down here? I was imagining it was going to be a little easier. We'll find a way. Okay. Let's see. Maybe have to like walk down at one point. Let's see here. Oh, it looks like more. Yeah, it looks like this is the way to go, guys. All right. Ooh. All right. Let's see how this goes. My gimbal's. Oh, come on, gimbal. Okay. I think I get hard on the brakes here. Hard on the brakes. Okay, let's crawl down. This is a steep hill right here. So we're coming down to the Ottawa River. This is the river path. Sweet. Summer, this path is amazing. Winter, I've walked along it and done some cross-country skiing on it. So yeah, it goes to the left, and then it goes to the right. And we're gonna go to the right. So this would be, the sign says birch. So, oh, this is sketch. This is fun. Okay, we'll see how this goes. It's really, really bumpy. Nice. Yeah, you can see the cross-country ski tracks on either side. It's actually been groomed. You can see there's like all those close lines on the edge. It's actually been groomed. Sweet. Yeah, she's humming along here. Ooh. Oh, what a nice day. Yeah, with the throttle, I just have my hand on the throttle right now. I'm not even pedaling. Just try to stay on this like compact single track here. Whoa. We're coming along here. So yeah, you can pretty much take this path all the way to Orleans, which is almost a city inside of Ottawa, to the east, and it has a huge francophone population, like a lot of French speakers, and a lot of Franco-Ontarian. So there's like Quebec French, and then there's like Franco-Ontarian, which is like all of these like little communities along this side of the Ottawa River. Like Plantagenet and Alfred and all these communities, the Wendover and stuff like that. Yeah, they speak Franco-Ontarian, which is it's almost like a bit of a dialect in its own. Yeah, we're kind of behind a little small airport. If we stayed up on the path, like on the top where we were coming from, there's the Aviation Museum. And yeah, they got a lot of cool stuff in there. It's a nice museum. Oh, we're gotta go around this log here. Ooh, big obstacle. Ooh. Holy doodle. This is testing the balance here. It's all good. Beautiful day. Okay, I'm gonna just get off the bike for a sec here. Oh, how's that? That's pretty cool, eh? Yeah, it's the Ottawa River. Ooh, nice 5-pound largemouth bass. Yeah, there's some big bass in here. Yeah, the ice fishing is really popular in this area. Beautiful. Here. Yeah, we'll continue down here. See how far we can make it. You know, it's always an adventure. Yeah, there's definitely wildlife along this trail. It's a kind of I would almost it's considered part of the green belt, especially as we get a bit further east towards like Greens Creek. Yeah, there's deer, there's all sorts of birds, all sorts of abundance of critters. Some good berries along here in the spring. Raspberries and gooseberries and thimbleberries. Yeah, when the snow goes away a bit, guys, I'm gonna talk about and teach you guys about stuff you can eat around you, because unfortunately the price of everything is gonna go through the friggin' roof. Holy shit. And yeah, like as you can see, like the price of gasoline, the price of food, the price of everything is just skyrocketing by design, by plan. It's called hyperinflation, and this has all been like completely planned out. And yeah, it's going to be really important to know what you can eat like on a walk like this. You know, there's so much that's nutritious and tastes pretty good, and it's free, most importantly. And it's actually healthier than a lot of the stuff you're going to find in the grocery store. You know, guys, dandelions and stinging nettles, top notch. You know, all sorts of stuff. You got to grow yourself garden, start a garden. Look at big poplar trees. You see that? People have carved in them over the years. It's interesting. You can do that with poplars and beech trees. So yeah, carve it in the bark. JP, A+N, all these hearts, eh? There's that one, this tree here. Huge ones over here. Come on, bike. Come on, bike. Wow. Hannah. See? TC plus NC. That's super cool. It's really neat how the bark like completely preserves it. Let's it's almost a bit easier to walk and talk. Gonna walk a bit, guys. It's just not quite as compact as I thought right here, and it's just, you know, want to enjoy a bit here. Wow. Yeah, just some of the gas prices. Like we're about $1.80 Canadian a liter in Ottawa. So yeah, I feel for people that have a thirsty vehicle. Oh boy, that's got to be painful. I have a lot of friends, you know, the Ford F-150s and Dodge Rams and all those big pickup trucks, and holy, heart palpitations having like a $250 fill up, probably even more. Cross country skiing. Nice. Yeah, beautiful day for that. I'm gonna get on my, just gonna switch sides on my bike here. Whoop, whoop. All right. See, that's Kettle Island on the other side. It's uninhabited, but as far as I know, you can, like, people like in the summer they boat over and they, you know, they have little parties, beach parties. It's pretty much a big beach around the whole perimeter almost. I've never actually been on it myself. Yeah, that on the bucket list. It's so nice and quiet out here. It's just I think my hearing's still recuperating from all the truck horns. I'll take a little bit of hearing loss for that though. That was epic. Oh, this is funny. So I like to like comment on YouTube and stuff, and I typed in honk in like just in a comment, and YouTube made it disappear. I'm like, oh, I wonder what word prompted my censorship. And so I typed in honk, but with an asterisk, like where the O was, and then the comment went up. So yeah, they're censoring people for typing in honk. How ridiculous is that? Yeah. I think in the coming years, you know, just getting back to wild edibles and being able to fend for yourself, I think it's going to be very important in the near future to have these skills, and, you know, knowing how to light a fire, like knowing how to get drinking water. Like there's so many ways, like even like right now, go buy a life straw. Go buy yourself a life straw. Do yourself a favor. You know, something simple like that, game changing. You can keep it in your knapsack, in a cargo pocket on your pants. If you gotta go, it's just one less thing you have to worry about. You can stick that thing in a dirty puddle and you can still get something to drink. Incredible. You know, just like little things like that. Tree's ready to go. Got a big X marked on it. It's pretty punky. Oh, what a nice day. Ooh, you hear a big raven in the distance. Yeah, make sure you get lots of exercise. Good night's sleep is important. Goes a long way. Clean water. Myself, I go out of my way. There's a spring in Quebec I enjoy, and it makes beautiful water, and just made it a habit for quite a few years now. To, you just get the big Reliance 25-liter jugs there, water jugs, and you just go fill up twice, twice every couple weeks. Get some fresh water, beautiful water. I even got one of those fun little TDS meters there, like a total dissolved solids. It kind of gives you an idea of particulate matter and stuff. And this water ranges from 77 to 100, which is very, very pure. Very, very. Just means there's it also means there's not tons and tons of minerals either. It's very, very pure water. So I wonder what the flooding is going to be like this year on the Ottawa River. It's 2019. We had a terrible flood in Ottawa from the Ottawa River. It caused a lot of grief, especially around Constance Bay and out towards the West End. A lot of people had a pretty crappy time. A lot of people, including myself, went out and filled sandbags and tried to help those people out. That's all you can do, right? It's quite the coordinated operation. It was kind of neat to see people come together. So this is kind of a bit of a Marina boat club. Here's a sign cautioning you for poison ivy. Attention, the herbe à pousse. Yeah, leaves of 3, let it be. And they have kind of an oily, shiny look to them too. Yeah, poison ivy. We don't really have much poison oak around here, so at least we don't have that. Yes. Be nice when this place opens up again. It's a pretty happening little place when it's open. Nice little bar, restaurant. A couple years back, my first attempt at magnet fishing was right here. It was one of those things. I'm so stoked. I'm gonna try magnet fishing. And there's all these little docks here, and I'm there's got to be some good stuff around here. And I had this kind of heavy duty magnet that I bought at Princess Auto, and put the thing in, and clunk, clicks onto something. I could not get the thing up for the life of me, and just kind of what do I do? So I just cut the rope. Yeah, my magnet's still down there somewhere. And that was the only time I tried magnet fishing. I'll stick to metal detecting. Way better success. So, yeah. Tell me what you want to do, guys. We can continue down the path, keep going that way, or we can walk up here and it comes up behind the airport, and then we can get onto the parkway and I can hop on the bike and I can like zoom a little bit, you know. Let me know, guys, like in the comments what you want to do. I can keep like kind of walking down here, and or go up and I can hop on the bike and we'll go for a rip down the parkway. But yeah, metal detecting's fun. Some really cool stuff. I envy those all the folks in Europe though, like how old Europe is. Like you hear those stories in like England where people finding, you know, like Roman gold coins and, you know, like Viking gold and stuff. It's just incredible, the history that's happened in England, especially in Germany. Like I've heard some crazy stories of metal detecting in Germany. On the downside though, there's unexploded ordnances and ammunition and stuff that you might come across, so there's that risk. You don't really have that risk too much in Canada, fortunately. There'd be some cool spots to go visit though, you know, like we had some pretty crazy wars, you know, back in the day, the War of 1812. Like I'm sure there's places around like Kingston, Ontario and Brockville you could go check out that you could probably have some interesting finds. A few years ago, in our family, we had on my wife's side, they had a farm near Grand Valley, Orangeville, Ontario, and it was built in 1827. A huge farm, like 150 acre old school farm. You know, just picture it in your head, you know, like the big crazy old barn, the log farmhouse, and a little mini orchard of pears and apples, and what a place. And yeah, whenever I'd visit, I'd try to bring the detector and go swinging around. Found lots of cool stuff there. Old brass knickknacks and buckles and old silver coins of all ages, you know, like from 1800s to the 1960s, you know. Really cool. Oh, are you gonna make me lift my bike? Oh, okay. We can go around here. One downfall about an e-bike, they're not the lightest things. This one's not too bad. All right. So yeah, this is the back end of the Aviation Museum, and this is also a kind of a private airport where if you have, you know, little Cessna type planes, you can store it. Actually, if you're in the Ottawa area, these people need financial help. I think they're on kind of like their last lifeline. I imagine it'd be pretty expensive to maintain a runway and a flying club, but you know, I think a lot of people learn to fly here. It's pretty cool. That'd be fun to try, flying lessons. I think I'd want one of those paraglider things where it's like the motor strapped to your back with the propeller and then you have that parachute. I think that'd be pretty badass. All right, back on the bike. Got a smart car. Oh, those things are so funny. Every smart car should have like a high-powered motorcycle engine, you know, like a Hayabusa motor. That's it. The only reason to have a smart car is to have that conversion potential. Yeah, GSXR powered smart car would be pretty sweet. And I guess being in 2022, an electric version with some like crazy high output batteries would be pretty impressive. Do a smart car that does like 0 to 60 in like 1.5 seconds. Whew. Now this bike will top out about, let's say about 40k an hour. So she boogie woogies. Part of me wants to look into kind of modifying this bike a bit. I invested in one of those like high-end like lithium-ion batteries that's like kind of like the same shape and size as a car battery, but it has a 60. This one has 60 amp hour output. So yeah, you strap that thing on a bicycle rack on the back of this bike, and just have another. Negative and positive cable running off of it. Some sort of control switch. That'd be pretty cool. Since I've been in that aviation museum. My son really enjoys going there. It's pretty sweet. We the other day we went for our first restaurant outing and dined indoors, like without having to show a pass. Awkward and interesting, but yeah, we went for sushi. It was pretty good. It was 2 years is a long time coming, but probably gonna unfortunately take that away from us. Probably in the fall, we'll probably like lay the hammer down again. But yeah, the wife and kid were happy. Stuffed our face with sushi and all you can eat there. Love the sashimi, just like straight up fish. The tuna, the salmon, the clam. I even came across some king crab legs the other day that were on sale, and here in Ontario, well, Canada too, we have a Loblaws company and President's Choice, and they have like a loyalty program with PC points, and they're even offering 12,000 PC points on top of the discount on the crab legs. So it was like, okay, worth the $30-something. But yeah, they're pretty good, I must say. Gordon Ramsay would be impressed. Probably not, but yeah. So this is the Parkway. Nice road to bike on. It goes to Blackburn Hamlet, this one, yeah, which is kind of like on the way to Orleans. And yeah, there's this nice big wide shoulder. The pavement's beautiful. Another lifetime ago, This is where the Ottawa Bicycle Club would have time trials, 15-kilometer time trial, all timed, organized event, Thursday night. I'm sure it's kind of, I don't know what's happening with it since all the BS started, but yeah, every Thursday night they would have these time trials, and people of all capabilities can show up. And yeah, we've had, in the past, we had pros, like real legit pros, show up and lay down some incredible times. You know, like Gordy Fraser, guys like that. Incredible cyclists. Even some of our local cyclists, they're just like, these guys are on this course, they can average about 50 kilometers an hour and like lay down like high 17, mid 18 minute 15Ks, which is just mind-boggling. What was my personal best was a 1949, which is incredible. Like anything sub 20 minute is thoroughly impressive. But yeah, that's time trialing is crazy. It is my preferred event, like in bike racing. It's because it's so much mind over body. The lactic acid is just pouring through your legs. It's telling you to stop, and you're trying to control your breathing, and but maintain this like high speed. You know, and like everyone has their different way of time trialing, right? Like some people have a low cadence, like a slow cadence, and you spin slowly but in a low gear, and you're just like, it's just putting the power down. And then me, for example, I'm a spinner. I love to spin, so like I'll just keep it in a high gear, and I'll spin away at a high RPM, and it's just kind of like almost minimal force on the pedals, but you're just like, you're spinning away, right? Everyone has their style. But that's cool. All the different bikes. So some of these bikes cost as much as a car, right? So they're beautiful. I've ridden some of the really nice ones, but kind of always made do with what I had. Still do it on the cheap and be competitive. Yeah, that's kind of the lower part of Rothwell Heights. Really, another affluent, very affluent area there. A beautiful day for a bike ride. Shy of 40k an hour. Like if you try to go above 40k an hour, it kind of almost resists you a bit. It's interesting in that way. Like it doesn't want you like to really go much faster than what the hub is capable of, I guess. There's so many fun memories though doing the time trials. It's just like so many talented people. she is a mathematician, and she's like hyper brilliant person who, you know, compiled all the times and the names and the stats and spreadsheeted it all and algorithm it all and calculated it all and put it on a website, and just the amount of detail is beyond professional. So yeah, people like that in the community that just like totally come through all the time. There's some really, really brilliant people in the cycling community for sure. There's a lot of like, you'd be blown away. You're like, oh yeah, I'm an engineer. I'm like, oh yeah, cool. And you're like, oh, or like you meet another person. You're like, oh, I'm a nuclear physicist. You're like, oh, okay, cool. Like, some really like brilliant people. And then, you know, just like your regular Joe, you know, who works at the coffee shop or a lot of those guys love their fixed gears. Behind the Robert E. Picton sewage treatment plant, so you can get some days you can really smell the sewage being processed. It's kind of pretty funky. I've been on the property though; it's a pretty interesting place. This is a nice drive too. Just come in the car. You don't have to go far from home, but if you want to go for just a nice cruise. Sumac you can make a really nice tea out of, and it's also a very popular spice in Arabic cooking. Before the winter, speaking of someone commenting about e-bikes there, couldn't quite catch it. It's kind of hard to see my screen. The sun's just kind of at my back. And I'm trying to read the comments, but it's kind of hard. Hey, so this guy had one of those e-skateboards, and he was motoring like he was probably doing like 60 kilometers an hour. Just madman. You hit one like fair-sized rock and you're done. But I have noticed, like, just on my normal longboards, that they do suck up the bumps and the rocks pretty nicely. So yeah, there's all these like parking lots along the way. You can stop, ski away, and try a different adventure. like doing stuff like this. I like going for walks. I like going for bike rides. Like, if I don't do stuff like this, I find I start reading too much, and yeah, I get too into things. And it's good to have that degree of separation. Come on, gimbal. My gimbal's being funny right now. Come on. my gimbal's kind of misbehaving. Hold on. Ooh. There we go. Technology, eh? I must say that the gimbal is pretty nice to have. It's quite a difference in the recording quality. Yeah, oh, poison sumac, yeah. There is poison sumac. As far as I know, there's none in the Ottawa area. Don't quote me on that, but... So this bridge here is Greens Creek. Some more of that sumac. Kind of big red buds. They look like big cannabis buds, but they're red. Cross-country skiing. Ski Heritage East. That's a whole. I bet you people like if I decided to go back onto that trail, I bet you people would be upset. Like, oh, you're gonna ruin the trail. That's fine. I like riding on the road. It's a lot easier. That's for sure. It's nice to like people like that. I much respect that they give you a big berth. Like even though I got a huge shoulder and I'm nowhere like close. That guy like drove completely into the other lane to give me space. Which is I respect that. It's you can. Things happen quick, you know, like I've seen a lot. Yeah, I've seen a lot. And things happen quick. And just having that person move over a couple feet, if something happens, you gotta avoid a pothole really quick. Holy you know, just having that little extra room can be a lifesaver sometimes. Yeah, I've seen some real disasters on the road. Like I'm a cyclist and I'm a motorist too, and some people tend to forget they're in like a 3,000-pound vehicle, and there's a person on a bike who's, you know, 150, 200 pounds and a 30, 40-pound bicycle, and you're going to use that big vehicle like to be aggressive. Like I just see that so often, and it's, you know, there's a lot of bonehead bike riders too. Like, I'm one of them sometimes, but you know, people got to keep that in perspective. So this kind of does this loop, and then it goes up over the Queensway. Highway. part of the course right here, like just this little elevation increase over the bridge, and then you descend. It's a make or break spot for your time trial. Like if you can like suck it up right here and like really bring your speed up and carry it over the crest here and then into the descent, you can like improve your time, and then keep going through here because there's like a few hundred more meters, and then you got to do this like loop, this kind of sharp left turn to come back the other way. So yeah, that's the highway there. So this is like the east end of Ottawa, east-ish end, yeah. That's a nice apple orchard over there. Website to find a live streamer is much easier. It's called supportfreedom.net, and yeah, very very cool website that shows like when the last time the live streamer was on and when they posted, and yeah, it's kind of easy to find stuff. Alright, what should we do here? What should we do? Orleans is to the left. I kind of want to really go along that path, and it's not really an exciting ride. I'll tell you what, guys, let's go back this way. We'll go down Montreal Road here, and we'll go into like kind of maybe go into like Rothwell Heights and stuff. We can see some really cool houses. It's a nice little, it's an interesting neighborhood. We'll kind of zigzag our way back towards where we started there. Sorry about the wind, guys. Take advantage of this hill. So this is Greens Creek. Oh, you bought a cheap cargo trailer? Sweet, yeah. The trailers are mint. Like having my trailer. So yeah, they're doing crazy construction on the light rail system on this end. The light rail's been hit or miss. I went on it I'm not a big user of public transportation myself. I'd rather drive, bike, or walk personally. But my son and I, we went and tried it the second day it was open there, and I don't know, it's okay. It made some noises though that were very scary. Like, you're going around the corners, the way that the wheels would screech around the rails. Like, I've been on a few subways, and they don't sound that bad going around the corners. This one just sounded like the wheels were going to fall off. It's been they've had such a gong show for reliability issues and whatnot. So we're on Montreal Road right now. Montreal Road's a very long road. I think it actually goes to Montreal. And then we'll cut through. Yeah, this will be a nice little ride. Kind of zigzag our way around. So this is Shefford Road. Kind of a whole industrial park in here. Yep. Alright, so this is the Leola Avenue. Ever don't want to go to Mooney's Bay or stuff like that, there's Leola over here, and then there's another toboggan hill just over here on the La Vérendrye. And this is kind of a neat neighborhood, like Eastvale. Oh, what's the name of this neighborhood? I don't know what this is. Beacon Hill. I think this is Beacon Hill. Yes, Beacon Hill, I think. The front brakes like the talk. Needs a bell when you got squeaky front brakes. I got a bell though. It's the law. You want to hear a funny story? This is funny. Okay, so another lifetime ago, a friend of mine who I bike messengered with is a very eccentric Frenchman from Marseille, and we go on a lot of bike rides together, like on our fixed gears and group rides with clubs and stuff. And both of us were reasonably good riders, and we would go like long distance rides and stuff. And then, so one day we went on a ride, and we're kind of just coming back in, like we're coming back into the downtown core, like we're like, where are we? Preston and Gladstone, if you know Ottawa. And we're just kind of, cooling, like you cool down and just kind of take it easy at the end of your ride and just like kind of cool down. And we blew a red light. It happens. And the coast was clear, but we blew the red. And kind of start climbing the hill up Gladstone, and all you hear over like a loudspeaker is like, "You two on the bike, pull over." And we're like, "Ah." And so we pull over, and the two cops, they're really nice. And he's like, "What's the hurry?" He's like, "Oh," and Pierre's like, "Let me talk. Hey, bike ride, and we tired, and we just forgot. And he's like, okay, he's really nice. And he's like, then the one cop in the passenger seat, he's like, where's your bell? And so Pi sticks his head in kind of the window, like right beside the cop's ear, and he's like, a bell? I don't need no bell. And he does like kind of the two-fingered whistle, the loudest whistle you've ever heard. And he's like, I don't need no bell. Woo! And the cop's face was like priceless. I honestly thought the cop was gonna get out and kick the turds out of him, but the cop just like shook his head and he's like, okay guys, you can go. And I'm looking at Pi and I'm like, did that just happen? Like, oh my god, I think we laughed about that like the whole night, just like trying to reenact the whole moment. So funny. Yeah, that guy's a character. Yeah. Takes a bit of guts to whistle in a cop's ear like that, that's for sure. But he had a point, that whistle technically is louder than a little bell, Come on. That's my weak little bell. It was pretty fun. Lots of good times with that guy. I spent a lot of time in this neighborhood working. Lots of work in this neighborhood. Take a moment there and go back and check that some very kind person left me a super chat there, so I want to take a moment to first I gotta find my stylus. Let's start. Alright, we got a stylus. Let's see here. Oh, there it is. It is. From L. Thank you, L. Much appreciated. $10. Beautiful. Very kind. Not necessary, but very kind. Yeah, definitely recommend getting an e-bike. I see a lot of people talking about that. E-bike is the way to go. The prices too are coming down a bit, like and the battery technology is getting just that much better. Like just the way the battery technology has gone in the last 5 years is mind-boggling. Like some of these e-bikes, they can do like 120 kilometers on one charge. Like, what? Like imagine being able to some of them are even longer. Like you could go from Ottawa to Montreal on a charge. That's crazy. Oh, look at the weeping mulberry tree. It's a big one. White mulberry. They make really, really good They have really good berries. Alright, so how do we want to go through here? There's quite a few ways to go through here. Let's go do Oriole. Yeah, we'll go down Oriole. Davidson's a big hill here. So this is Rothwell Heights. These are some, yeah, this is very, very Tony part of Ottawa. And this is kind of like the less Tony part, like on the hill. It's really up to our left here. What's that noise? Someone was making a noise on my bike. Holy doodle. There we go. Ooh. Yeah, some beautiful. I've been privileged to have access to a lot of these properties to work on, and there's some beautiful yards and some really nice people too, to be honest. One house over here, done work on, they have a huge zip line in their backyard, across the whole length of the yard, pretty much. What are we, Lake Ontario here? Jesus. Look at this, it's incredible. Look at these puddles. Whole street, it's like one big lake. That's when you're riding along and you get sucked into a pothole that just like swallows you up, and you do a big endo over the bars and you land face first in the puddle. That sucks. Been there, done that. Care not to repeat, but I'd do it for you guys. I don't think my phone would like it though. Yeah. 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 By appointment only. Yeah, Marilyn Wilson, she deals with a lot of the high-end properties in Ottawa. There's like a whole mix of architecture, you know, like cool bungalows from the 70s, and then that kind of gaudy 80s style a bit, and then you have this like a lot of these new modern places as well. So this, yeah, that's dead end that way. A lot of weird little dead ends in this neighborhood. Beautiful neighborhood though. Big trees. That house is called the Tree House. Cool, eh? I heard a chickadee. this is Blair Hill. So this is an evil hill. People go up and down it, run up and down it, bike up and down it. You can hit, I think I've hit well over 80 kilometers an hour going down it. Yeah, it's a beast. Should have changed gears. Beast of a hill. I think it's about 7, pretty consistent average of 6-7% grade. Into swans. No, a lot of these properties, they don't look barren. They're very well landscaped. Cost a lot of money to maintain these properties. Oh, this is sketch. Oh. Pure ice that was. Woo. We'll go on whippoorwill. Whippoorwill is a kind of bird. We have them around here. They make a noise. It goes whippooroo, whippooroo. Yeah, they're kind of really funny birds. Someone said Rockcliffe. No, this is Rothwell Heights. So it's kind of not far from Rockcliffe. Come on, gimbal. Gimbal's being funny again. Bye. Okay, come on. There we go. So yeah, a lot of these streets are named after birds. So robin, whippoorwill, oriole, wren, thrush. Yeah. Lots of bird streets. I like these big bungalows, kind of the one level bungalows. Probably have the most massive basement. nothing like those places in London, England, you know, around like Mayfair and all the hyper wealthy areas where they dig like 5 stories below, and they have all these crazy levels, like, you know, movie theater level and swimming pool level. That kind of stuff is nuts. And then all the legal disputes between neighbors for disrupting their way of comfort and peace and quiet, because they have insane construction happening. Lad there, he has a beautiful Acura NSX. One of my favorite cars, the new Acura NSX. The old one is nice too. Oh, someday. Rothwell was back in the day, he was the main property owner of this area. Like, he basically owned this whole area. Yeah, Rothwell. And McKay family owned pretty much all of Rockcliffe. You'll see, if you look at a map of Rockcliffe, you'll see like McKay Lake. So they've been digging into the cliff here. It's weird. Look at this thing. I don't know. Modulink. It's like all these weird little modular clips all together. Wow. Interesting. This one's very fresh. A little bit cold, but the white definitely helps. Once you go up the hill here, it's getting even more impressive. Fun to go visit like different areas, like when you're touring a new city, you know, like Toronto, you go down to go take a drive down the bridle path and in that area, and just get blown away by how big some of the properties are. Westmount, Montreal, those areas. As I know, it's like completely heated driveway. Just everything is top quality. Looks like a embassy bought it. Yeah, no expense spared on that one. I remember talking to one of the owners. of people. And yeah, he said he dumped over $250,000 on the wine cellar and over 300,000 on the kitchen. Hey boys, good then. We got a new building there. The monster. Gas powered, like lights everywhere and pressure activated gates. Maison Bellevue. It's funny then there's like just like kind of a very like normal house that's been here since the 70s, 60s probably. I'd want like just a big property. I wouldn't mind driving like a little bit out of town just to have, like 15, 20 acres, and then you build your big house on it. But I wouldn't want to be this close to other people if I could afford to not be. Also just from experience, like I've heard a lot of disputes that some of these very wealthy people have gotten into, like wealthy neighbor disputes, and they're almost comical, but it's like both sides can afford like hyper expensive lawyers, and they just get into these like petty like legal fights about like property, like wine issues and tree issues, and just like my neighbor's disruptive and he has parties, and I'm just gonna see what I can do to stop it, A lot of that stuff. That was Rothwell Heights. Nice area. Then we'll get on to Montreal Road. This old abandoned place. Always curious about places like that. How they have an applicant's proposal. So the city, when someone's gonna propose a new building, they have to go through the city and get all the permits and stuff. And usually takes a while. But that's just kind of the heads up and the plan of what's happening. On both sides of us is the NRC, the National Research Council of Canada. So they obviously do a lot of research about things. They have like stuff like wind tunnels and crazy scientific instruments to measure things, and yeah, pretty crazy place. I remember they used to have weekly bike races in here. They're called criteriums, and they were fast. Like, oh my god, the level of competitiveness was like, I would say like on pro level. And what's with all these people? This big group of people. I don't know, is this students? I think it's just students. Interesting. But yeah, crazy, crazy bike race. And yeah, a lot of big crashes. Spectacular crashes. Remember, one guy had a corner named after him because of how horrific his crash was, and just broke many bones in his body and left part of his epidermis on the pavement. Yeah. Yeah, criteriums are crazy. Like, you get in there with some competitive guys who are just full of piss and vinegar, and you know, elbows start flying, and it gets really, the pack is like it's an angry swarm of hornets basically, and yeah, you're gonna get spat out the pack if you don't ride hard. Haircuts here, guys. Happy Wife for $11.50. Where else can you get a haircut for $11.50? And it's also beside the Bank Sushi. So this is where I went to go have sushi. Very, very good sushi on Montreal Road. Yeah, I'm due for a haircut. It's starting to get a very afro-y mullet, something in between. Not sure what it's doing yet. Right here, guys, I'll take you into another cool little neighborhood. This is a really kind of a neat, small, weird neighborhood. You would not expect this. What is it? Fairmont. What is it? I think it's called Fairmont Forest or something. Don't quote me on that one. But so yeah, it's this weird little like anomaly of a neighborhood. Kind of like Rothwell style properties. These two troublemakers. Fairhaven, yes, Fairhaven Forest. Actually, I want to go see this guy's new build. I think it's just around the corner. This is a cool neighborhood. FJ Cruiser, that's a cool truck. These are neat. I find a lot of these houses were kind of designed to kind of melt into the trees a bit. A nice little basketball court here. Tennis court. There's a weird foundation in here. It's like a little bit of a quarry, and there's like a weird ancient foundation. A steep little kicker of a hill here. Green Hill Way. Got nice big trees in here. And you go left. Hospital in front of us. Predominantly Francophone hospital. this new building here. It's a Richcraft Hope Residence. So anyways, this was like a house with a really weird lot before, and we did some tree work on it. And there was this old Jaguar, like kind of XJ series, like XJ6, XJ12 kind of body. And I'm like, it was all like kind of like decrepit, like British racing green, like melted, like almost melting into the driveway. And I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, why is the glass so thick? Like it had like 2-inch thick like bulletproof glass on it. And I'm like, what's the story with this Jaguar? And the person who lived there like told us all about it. And apparently when Queen Elizabeth came to visit Ottawa, that was the car that she got driven around in, this bulletproof Jaguar. So yeah, that was kind of neat. It was in pretty rough shape though. So that's the Aviation Parkway. That goes towards the museum where we were riding earlier. Yeah, this is like Montreal Road. Here, we'll take you down here. Yeah, we'll go this way. A little bit sketchy on Montreal Road. Yeah, this can bring us into Beechwood, and then maybe we can like get into Rockcliffe a little bit, and then we'll kind of wrap it up in Rockcliffe, I think. Watched any of my previous videos, I do a lot of footage of motor graders and big snow removal equipment and stuff like that. He's on the phone, so it doesn't look like he's doing too much right now. But yeah, John Deere 77G. They're kind of standard grader we use for snow removal here. He's pushing back all the edge here. walk, I think. This brings you towards Beechwood, Rockcliffe, Beechwood Military Cemetery. I'm curious of the, not too far away, there's like a small sugar bush for maple syrup. I wonder if they're doing it this year. They had a fire at in the building where they grew it and boiled the sap. So I don't know if they got it going again or what. That'd be pretty cool. It's kind of on the other side of the cemetery. The cemetery is right here to our left. Tried this place, Mia's Indian. It's one of my favorite foods, Indian food. Sadly missed. There's this place on Ogilvy Street in Ottawa, and it was called Palki, and they had this like kind of banquet hall style like lunch buffet, and their food was just on another level. Like I think it was like a decent tip. I think it was like $18, and you had like the best buffet imaginable. And then unfortunately having a buffet and a banquet hall during the past 2 years was probably not the best business to be in, so unfortunately they had to close. But I hope they open up again somewhere in some form. Incredible, like their dal, their tandoori chicken, their butter chicken. Oh, they had this okra dish. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but and their aloo gobi is amazing. I kind of before it all kind of shut down, I kind of saw the writing on the wall, and I did like 3 buffets in a week. It's like you gotta get it in. So yeah, this is Hemlock. This is the Beechwood Military Cemetery. Ottawa is a beautiful city to bike around. Oh, we're so lucky. All the bike paths, and like once the snow's gone, we have, I think it's over 200 kilometers of bike paths. It's something ridiculous. I'll take you guys down White Marl here, and down there is the Rockcliffe Pond, and yeah, it'd be cool to do like kind of a whole walk. We start in the pond. I kind of mapped it out a bit. I think it'd be a pretty cool walk. We like start in the pond down there, and then we cross over and we go into the Beechwood Cemetery, because the Beechwood Cemetery is a really cool place, and it'd be a pretty neat walk, I think. It's all like nature preserve in there. This property here, we just started it. We're going along the length right here. This is one property. This is the biggest property in Rockcliffe. 25 acres. Beautiful property too. The owner is super chill as well. I have no idea what he does, but yeah, this is Lansdowne. Beautiful house. Done lots of work for this man. Funny story. I remember one time we were doing tree work for him, and our bucket truck, we had chips in the back, and it just didn't quite have the hydraulic mustard to get the dump box up and get the chips dumped out. He wanted to keep the chips for the property, and you know, guy's just in his jeans and his normal shirt, just hops in the back of the truck with me and grabs a shovel, and we start digging out chips together. It's pretty funny English guy. So this is Rockcliffe. We are in Rockcliffe right now. Very historical, very well off, wealthy neighborhood. Beautiful houses, old and new. Big hill. There's always contractors around in this neighborhood. It's pretty unbelievable. Somebody's always having work done to their houses. Acacia this way. Oh, we'll take it for a nice little rip into Rockcliffe too. Some of these are just stunners. Up here you're looking from probably in the neighborhood of 5 million plus. Not unheard of to have a $15 million property in here. Massive trees around here. Lots of embassies too. Indian flag. Indian ambassador's residence. Thorold's got some, yeah, Thorold's some pretty impressive houses. It's your G-Wagon. Brakes work. What do you think that cost a month for rent? Wow. 20 grand a month. Manor. Let's go this way. Beautiful. I like the architecture of that one. Coltrane. Yeah, Coltrane's got some incredible houses on it. It's just a little dead end. What? And a dead end. Embassy of Sweden. Oh, it's this way. Oh, so I think that's that Vatican residence I was telling you about. Down here? I wonder what the deal is with this road. The sketchiness. We don't fall in here. Oh yeah. That's deep. Oh, that's deep. I got rubber boots on. That was a good plan. Oh, it's a bit swampy. Alright. Oh, we have the mailman coming. Alright. So I think this is, yeah, I think we're right beside the American ambassador's place. We're kind of back where we started. We're just on the next cliff overlooking that kind of lookout. Not much traffic on this road. It's not really maintained. Oh, nice. Danish ambassador's house, I think. Alright. let's go back into the cliff. We'll go up Buena Vista and then we'll go up a bit and then I think we'll wrap up this live stream. Might get banned if I show the Russian flag. Jeez. Join me today. Thanks for coming out. Really, really appreciate you. Nice day for a bike ride. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta have a chill day where you just don't really talk about, you know, stuff like the war. And it's good to get your mind off of that kind of stuff. Run into here. Here's a good bench I can pull over at. Let's get off this thing. Ugh. Yeah, that's the beast. Specialized ebikebc.com. I don't know if they're still going at it, but that's the steed. But anyways, thank you for joining me today. Glad to have you. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Thank you and God bless.